Denmark, thousands of years ago. Imagine a land stepping out of the Stone Age. This is where the Danish Bronze Age begins, about 1700 BC. It's a time of warmth and new beginnings, very different from the colder times before. We split this age into three parts: early, middle, and late. Each part marks a change in how people lived and worked. The early Bronze Age, from 1700 to 1500 BC, is when bronze first appears. The Middle Bronze Age, from 1500 to 1300 BC, sees society as getting more complex. Finally, the Late Bronze Age, from 1300 to 500 BC, is a time of wealth and connection with the wider world. This isn't just about some new metal. Bronze, an alloy of copper and tin, changes everything. It's stronger than stone, allowing for better tools and weapons. It reshapes how people farm, fight, and even bury their dead. This new metal marks a leap forward for the people of Denmark. It's the start of a fascinating journey through the Bronze Age. Imagine a Bronze Age craftsperson. He's holding a bronze axe, its edge gleaming in the sunlight. This isn't just any axe, it's a symbol of the times. Bronze, harder and more durable than stone, revolutionized toolmaking. Suddenly farmers could clear forests faster, carve wood more intricately, and defend themselves better. But it wasn't just axes. The Bronze Age saw an explosion of tools and weapons: sickles for harvesting, swords for battle, and spearheads for hunting. Each item carefully crafted speaks volumes about their skills. These weren't just tools, they were status symbols. A well-made bronze sword could signify power, wealth, and prestige. It marked a clear difference from the Stone Age. This mastery of metalworking wasn't just practical, it was an art form. Death in the Bronze Age was different. Instead of simple graves, grand barrows rose from the landscape. These mounds of earth, some reaching monumental sizes, housed the dead and their prized possessions. They weren't just burial sites, they were statements of power and remembrance. One striking example is Germanshöj, a massive burial mound dating back to the early Bronze Age. It contained a wooden chamber, richly furnished with grave goods. These included weapons, jewelry, and even food, indicating a belief in the afterlife. Germanshöj, like other barrows, wasn't just a tomb. It was a landmark, a testament to the skills and beliefs of the people who built it. It reflects a deep respect for the dead and a connection to the land. The Bronze Age wasn't just about local advancements, it was a time of global connection. Denmark, with its long coastlines, became a key player in a vast trade network that stretched across Europe. Evidence of this lies in the artifacts found in Danish Bronze Age sites. One fascinating example is the guldgubben, small thin gold foils found across Scandinavia. These delicate pieces, often depicting deities or symbols, hint at a shared belief system and cultural exchange. They weren't just religious artifacts, they were currency, traded for valuable goods from distant lands. The presence of amber from the Baltic and bronze itself, not naturally found in Denmark, proves this widespread trade. It paints a picture of a society connected by seafaring merchants, exchanging not just goods but also ideas and beliefs. Section 5. Life by the water. Imagine a Bronze Age village nestled near a riverbank, surrounded by fertile fields. This was typical of the Danish Bronze Age. People were drawn to water, not just for drinking and farming, but also for transportation and trade. Rivers and coastlines became lifelines, connecting communities and facilitating the movement of people and goods. Agriculture flourished, with people cultivating barley, wheat, and raising livestock. This settled lifestyle led to the development of larger villages and a more structured society. Homes built with wood and thatched roofs dotted the landscape. Life revolved around the seasons, with communities coming together for planting, harvesting, and celebrating their beliefs. The Danish Bronze Age wasn't just about technological advancement, it was about adapting to the land, harnessing its resources, and building a way of life. Section 6. Iron enters the stage. Just as bronze transformed Denmark, a new material emerged: iron. Around 500 BC, the Iron Age began, marking a significant turning point in Danish history. Iron ore, more readily available than the tin needed for bronze, offered new possibilities. It was stronger, more durable, and easier to work with once the technology for smelting and forging improved. This wasn't just a simple substitution, it was a revolution. Iron tools, cheaper and more accessible, allowed for more efficient farming. Iron weapons gave warriors a distinct advantage in battle. This shift from bronze to iron wasn't immediate, it was a gradual process. However, its effects were profound, impacting every aspect of Danish society. Section 7. A time of change. The introduction of iron wasn't just about better tools and weapons, it triggered a ripple effect throughout Danish society. The ease of iron production led to greater availability, making it accessible to a wider population. This, in turn, fueled a surge in agricultural productivity. Farmers could clear land faster, plough deeper, and cultivate more efficiently. This surplus of food supported a growing population and led to larger, more complex settlements. Trade networks, already established during the Bronze Age, expanded further, facilitated by improved iron tools and weapons. The Iron Age was a time of growth, innovation, and societal transformation. Section 8. New ways, new art. The shift from bronze to iron wasn't just material, it had a profound impact on Danish culture. Burial practices evolved, with cremation becoming more common. This practice is evident in the appearance of cremation urns and smaller burial mounds, reflecting changing beliefs about the afterlife. Artistically, the Iron Age saw a departure from the grandeur of the Bronze Age. Metalwork, while still skillfully executed, became more utilitarian in its design. Pottery, decorated with intricate patterns and motifs, flourished. These changes in artistic expression reflect a shift in cultural values, a move towards practicality and a celebration of everyday life. Section 9. Growing villages, growing power. The Iron Age in Denmark was a time of growth and consolidation. Villages fueled by agricultural surplus and a growing population expanded in size and complexity. These weren't just collections of houses, they were organized communities with defined social structures and hierarchies. Defense also became a priority. Fortified settlements, like the one at Boremos, emerged, offering protection from raiding parties and intertribal conflicts. These fortified villages, often strategically located, marked a shift towards a more defensive and territorial mindset. The rise of these larger fortified settlements indicates not only a growing population, but also increasing competition for resources and power. Section 10. A lasting legacy. The transition from the Bronze Age to the Iron Age in Denmark wasn't merely a change in metal, it was a transformation. It was a time of technological innovation, societal evolution, and cultural adaptation. The mastery of bronze, the establishment of trade networks, and the shift towards iron laid the foundation for the complex societies that would follow. The legacy of the Bronze and Iron Ages is etched in the Danish landscape, in the burial mounds that dot the countryside, in the artifacts displayed in museums, and in the very DNA of the Danish people. These periods were pivotal in shaping the cultural identity, technological prowess, and societal structure of Denmark, setting the stage for its future as a nation.